Hi, guys. What I'm going to talk to you about tonight is extremely difficult, and it's very hard to hear. It never gets easier. But if all you do tonight is go home and say a prayer, if all you do tonight is go home and tell someone, that will be enough, because it's more than yesterday. Sexual exploitation of children is one of the worst crimes ever. When I say children, I'm talking about children as young as 5. 1.2 million children are trafficked for sexual exploitation every single year. When we went to Thailand, Thailand is one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and it's one of the main sex tourist destinations in the world. Unfortunately, pedophiles from all over go there each year because they can rape little children. The kids are between 40,000 and 400,000 trafficked into Thailand. We don't know the numbers because they're illegal. Their parents usually sell them from poor nations like Cambodia or Laos or Vietnam. The parents, most times, they don't know where the children are going. Sometimes they know, but because they have 4 or 5 children, they sacrifice it. The children get to Thailand, and most of the young ones, between 5 and 8, they're locked in houses. We walked down one of the alleys, and they had a police around the brothels because the really young children need to be protected because of international police forces that go there once in a while. The other children, between 8 and 12, they go on the streets and they sell roses and to drunk people who are there to just have sex with women or children, and they get taken. Unfortunately, the children are illegal in Thailand. They have no one to tell. If they tell someone, they go to jail. And I don't mean a children's jail. I mean an actual jail. We take milk sometimes to them because they don't give them milk. Some of them die inside. So what happens when they go into these brothels is, you know, when I'm talking about Thailand, and you think, well, this is Thailand, it is our men that go there. It is not Thai men, it is not Vietnamese men, it is our men. Most of them are North American men. I have seen them. We have seen them. English, Australian, German, our men. Those are the men that abuse these children. You know why? Because it's cheap. $5, 2 hours. When the children get there, a lot of them are virgin. And because the price is higher, some of them get sewn 4 times. No anesthesia, they sew them back up and they sell them again. Because of the blood transfusion, because children are tiny and they get torn. So they immediately, most of them get HIV and STDs. Sometimes, if they're really tiny, they just allow them to do other sexual acts until they're a little bit bigger, like 6 years old. A lot of times, the children get really sick, so they throw them out on the garbage. When the children are there, because the little boys, the little girls are sewn back up, the little boys, they can't perform, so they shoot hormones. They shoot cow hormones. I'm going to show you some pictures of actual girls from Cambodia. Those are actual girls. This is a 6-year-old girl who was a sex slave for 2 years. And those are actual kids. We have not edited anything. And it's not just the sexual abuse, you know, it's not just that. A lot of the porn movies for children are filmed there, again, because it's cheap. And in these porn movies, there's a lot of people abusing the kids, not just one person. A lot of times, the children get tortured, physically tortured. I have heard of cases. I'm not going to share that with you. But what I'm going to share is the last child that I've heard of was 2 months old. Those are actual facts. People come to me and say, I didn't know. Well, now you know. And it's not, you think it's Thailand. This is happening here. U.S. is actually the third largest nation that children get trafficked to. The biggest ports are Vancouver, San Francisco, Mexican border. A lot of the children come from Asia. They are Burmese or Cambodian. They come in containers like animals. And they're sold in auctions. And it all repeats. So many people have tried. 3 years ago, we started trying to figure out a way to help. We went to Thailand. You know what people told me? You shouldn't be doing this. Just focus on prevention. You can't help these kids. There's nothing you can do. In 9 months now, we figured out that we might be able to do something for those who are still inside that. Again, it's 40,000, between 40,000 and 400,000 children in Thailand raped by our men. And I've seen it. We've seen it. You walk the streets of Bangkok, children are wearing lipstick. You can pull any child because they have no one to tell. There's no one. If they get sent back and deported into Cambodia, Vietnam, the parents resell them, or the aunt and the uncle, they resell them. So they go back in, and the cycle repeats. A lot of people say there's 5 years it takes to reestablish a child, because a lot of them have been severely abused. Their emotional development is stuck at the age that they first got raped. So the behavioral problems and the emotional, and never mind just the physical damage to the child, they have to do reconstructive surgeries to the girls and the boys. Because I've heard of a little girl, for 2 years, they chained her. For 2 years, she only saw the clients and the ceiling. So you can imagine the damage that does to a child, a really, really young child. So we have to find a way to help. 9 months ago, I went to Thailand, and I saw these kids. And they're there, you know. With a foreigner, they go off. The brothels are completely secure. The whole area is secure by local police. They don't care. It's not Thai people that do this. It's because these children are not Thai. Thai people have tried and worked in legislation to figure out a way to help, because these children are illegal. They're nobody's children. So 9 months ago, we went, and basically we're trying to establish a network of orphanages in Vietnam and Cambodia that will be a safe place for these kids. I looked for 8 months to find someone to work with. I'm not talking about Christians. I'm talking about anyone that will help. I'm still there alone. And that's okay, because God knows. But I just want you to take what I said tonight, take it home and pray. We have a praying chain on the website. It's xpmissions.com. Just pray, and that will be enough. And I just want to say about Patricia, everyone told me, don't do it. Don't even deal with aftercare. Don't even deal with healing. She was the only person that stood up and said, yes, let's find the money for the orphanages. So if you're wondering where your money is going, that's where it's going. And I've seen it. And all you have to do is look at a 5-year-old child, and you'll know. So thank you for listening.